mentioned about liking the idea of chiffon, and so I bought some fabrics from Minerva Crafts, not with any idea what to do with them at the moment, but I'm thinking seriously about it. And I got these from Minerva Crafts. There's this chiffon. It's only 1 metre. I think it was in the sale. The trouble with Minerva is they don't give you a bill inside the thing. I think you just get it emailed, and I can't remember how much I paid for this. But it's like a lime green tiger print, and I like that. That's rather nice. So I don't know whether an Ogden cami or some kind of t-shirt, something to be worn, something airy for the summer to keep you fresh. Another one that I bought was this lime green. I think I got 2 meters of this. It's striped like this. The selvage edge is there, so I suppose you would automatically wear it this way. Or I suppose you could wear it that way. I don't know. But it looked nice. It looked nice on the website. It looks nice there. I did wonder when I ordered it what I was going to do with it. I think it was about $2.99 a metre, I might be wrong. And I got 2 metres. So, and then the third one is a chiffon type fabric as well. I think I got 2 metres of this as well. Yes, I did. It's a brownish colour. Which is the right side, which is the wrong side? This is the right side. I'll show that. That's the right side there. And again, it makes some kind of nice blouse to keep me cool in the summer. I did say how it would, if you're wearing, when you hit the menopause, which I'm now past, but I do still have after effects in the sense that, and I don't know if any of you other ladies do, I do have, get my Cajun right pulled up. I do have after effects like that maybe some of you other ladies do as well. Sorry, I'm kind of a little bit too low here. I've got you bounced on top of my sewing machine. The menopause, I do have some after effects, and the after effects, not all the time, but sometimes when I'm wearing polyester, I do feel a bit hot and clammy. So sometimes, even though that's polyester, because it's got air, it's going to let the air flow through, I think that might be quite nice over some top, maybe an Ogden cami or a nice t-shirt to go, a nice blouse to go over it. I dropped you. That's better. Or an Ogden cami to go over either an Ogden cami or a t-shirt or something to go over that disguises everything but keeps you cool. I also bought some other fabric. We sewers are a bit suckers for when you're bored and you go and look at a website, or you go, you see something. Oh, that looks nice, I'll go and get it. I'll get some. This one which came, well, it was on it via eBay, and it was a fine purple stripe. It's actually knitted, and it is incredibly thin. It's a fine purple stripe, a very, very thin. I don't know if you can see me through that. It's almost like a very fine knit, which is nice. It will be cool. I bought 1 metre of it, but the only downside to that is it's going to get holes in it pretty quickly. I don't know if you're the same as I am, but whenever I wear things and I wear trousers, I do wear a lot of trousers, where the button sits on here, nearly every one of my t-shirts ends up with a hole over it. I don't know if I've got holes in this one because I'm wearing a t-shirt here. Yeah, I'm just starting to get tiny little holes. I don't know if you can see. Let me see there. Tiny little hole. And you start getting little holes, and I think it's where it rubs against your buttons or the waistband of your trousers. So that is nice. It's purple and grey, which is a lovely colour scheme for me. But whether it will, how long it will weather, I don't know. But it wasn't very expensive. I think it was only about £2 a metre or something. £2.99 a metre maybe. So I'll put up here or down there, I'll put where I got it from on my little list. The other one that I got was this one, and this one is from Pepe Monti. It's Nautical Sailor horizontal striped viscose cotton jersey, and it cost me, how much did I get? 1 metre, £6 for the metre. And this is what it was like. This is black and white, and it's a stretch jersey. It's very nice. That one. I thought it might be quite nice to make a t-shirt out of that. I did have a nice striped jersey, like a striped t-shirt like that by Marks and Spencer's. It had a zip down the back, and I can't remember what happened to it. I think in the end I had to cut it up and take the zip out. I can't remember why. But anyway, I shall make another one of that. And the third one that I got of the jerseys, I love. And I've got 2 jerseys from last year with seagulls on that I haven't made anything with. But this is a red and white striped one. And look at those. Look at those little... Who's that? It's a little crab. And there's another one with his little eyes. And they're all little crabs with... Aren't they dainty diners? I am the one, I must tell you this, I'm the one in the house that likes spiders. I love spiders. Where's my paper bag, please? Oh, sorry, and that one, before I go any further, this one is from prettyfabricswales.com. prettyfabricswales.com. Can you see that? There. Pretty Fabrics Wales. So I was well pleased with that. But I'm the one in the house that likes spiders. And none of the rest of the family don't like spiders. And ooh, keep them away. And I think it's probably because I used to teach biology. And I will not let them kill the spiders. And we had a little house spider. House spiders in England don't hurt you. And we had a little house spider that we've lived in this house for 20 odd years. And this little spider used to come out at night time, and he used to have a little trot right round the sitting room, and have a little walk, and then he'd go back under the settee, or under the sofa again, and go in the little dark corner. And my kids used to say, there's a spider, and I'm going, don't you dare touch that spider. He's been coming out and having a little walk every night for the past 5 or 10 years. And they're going, oh, I don't know how you can, Mum, I don't know how you can. There's a spider in the house. Oh. And I'm saying, now listen, leave him alone. All his babies are in the back of that settee somewhere. And there'll be if there's a bee comes in the house. Oh, I used to do beekeeping years and years ago, so I'll say, don't you dare kill those bees. There's a shortage of them. Let's try and get them out and put them outside. But anyway, this spider, my husband Brian's son came to stop with us for a while, and this little spider started off tiny and got bigger and bigger and bigger until he was about, he had about an inch span. I haven't got it. He was about that wide. His leg span was quite wide. Now that's not very big compared with other countries, because when I go to visit my sister in France, the leg spans are like that. The body's small, but the leg spans are big. Well, this one's just like a little, it's got about an inch, 2.5 centimetres leg span. And it got bigger and bigger, and my stepson said, look, one night he said, what the heck is that? And I said, it's a little spider. And I said, he comes out every night and goes for a little walk and then goes back to his house. And I said, don't you dare kill him. And he said, well, I'll try not to. Oh, and the next, he stopped up to watch TV, and I went off to bed, and the next morning I was gutted because this little spider was all squashed flat on the floor. We have wooden floors, and he'd obviously seen it and just went with his foot. And I did not give him a talking to when he came downstairs. What do you kill my spider for? He said it came out and it got too close to my feet. So I am the keeper of spiders and nobody else likes them. And I found one this morning in my sink. I was just about to wash my dishes and I found one this morning. I thought, it was a big one, it was a whopper. I thought, oh, I better get this out the house before my husband sees it because he'll go mad. So I just scooped it up in my hand and took it outside and put it in a little near a little hole to put it away. And he would have just gone mad if he'd seen it. He just I just love them. There's something about them. And the thing that I say to the kids is, well, the thing is that little spider is keeping all those horrible flies away. It's actually catching all the horrible flies, you know, because in the summer we get flies and you get fed up with them buzzing around. Those spiders are saving, catching the flies and getting rid of them. But I did feel very, very guilty when one day I caught one of those house spiders, and just outside my window was a bush, and as I was looking out the window I could see a garden spider, and they're completely different. They've got a big fat body and little legs, and I thought, oh, I'll put my spider on the bush with that one and maybe they'll make friends. Oh God, I felt awful because I put it on the bush and within seconds this big fat one went and whipped it up and got it all in a little bowl. And I thought, oh my God, I'm giving that little spider to that big one for nothing and it's eating it. And I hadn't realised that, you know, for all they're both the same arachnids, you know, they're all the same group. They don't like each other. A bit like cats and dogs, I suppose. You keep them in the house and they don't like each other. So no, the house spiders rarely, if I have any and I put them outside, I put them under my shed, under here. They're probably all sitting under here having a little tea party. They're saying she likes us. She's not going to hurt us. But that horrible man and all those kids that come to the house, they don't like us. So we'll stay inside when they're around. Right, so the next thing I bought was, you know, I said I don't like green. Well, after I'd done my Granville, I thought, well, I want to make another one. And I wanted a soft fabric, a soft cotton. And I happened to go to a new shop that just opened. Well, it's not a new shop. It's a shop that's been around, but it's just opened locally, called Dunelm, and they've started to sell dress fabrics. You can go. Some Dunelms have a lot of dress fabric, not a lot, but a fair amount, and some don't have many. Well, this one that was just opened didn't have many dress fabrics, and they're just starting to build them up. And I happened to see these two fabrics. Does it tell me what I bought? I bought 3 meters of each, and it was £6 a metre. And one that I bought was this, which is it's like a turquoisey green. It's lovely. It's really nice. I don't know what it is. It's just an ordinary. Does it have anything written on the side? Oh, it does. Rose and Hubble. It's a Rose and Hubble, and Rose and Hubble is a good make. Don't know if you can see that there. Rose and Hubble. Rose and Hubble. It's lovely and soft. And so I saw that and I thought, oh, I could make a Granville out of that. And then I thought it would be nice to have a contrast for the collar the way I've done the other thing. And so I saw this one, which is a yellow. And it's a yellow Rose and Hubble. Must be. Because they were both the same. They're both the same softness. Let's have a look. Check and see if it's a Rose and Hubble. Yeah, and I figured that the green and the yellow might go nice together. Green shirt with a yellow contrasting on the collar and on the cuffs, on the plackets, and maybe it's because I bought 3 meters each, I could do yellow with the contrast of the green. So I figure that would be quite nice for the summer to make some Granville shirts out of that. Did I buy anything else? No, I don't think I did. But I have got a lot of the fabric from last year to make up. And I am steadily trying to empty some of my bins because I've got an awful lot of fabric. So I've got an awful lot of fabric, and it's not pleasing me. I may have already mentioned this in one of my vlogs, but in our day, you used to get the pattern, you'd buy a pattern, you'd go to the fabric shop, you'd go looking for a pattern, not necessarily knowing what you wanted to go for, but you'd go looking for a pattern. You'd sit and looking through the pattern book, looking at all the patterns. I used to stand for an hour or more looking at all the patterns, liking that one, keeping my finger in one thing and then going to the next one, keep my finger in that one, or sticking something in so that I could see them, and then going flick, 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 which one do I want, which one do I want, and get one. And you only got one, and then once you got the pattern, you'd look at the back and you'd say to the lady, right, well, I need so much of this for that size, have you got, or you go around and you look at the fabrics and then you say, right, okay, well, can I have 2 meters of that, you know. Whereas these days we're just buying fabric, we're just buying, and like I'm as guilty as anybody else. I'm buying fabric that really I haven't even got a decision on what I'm going to do with it. And it's not good. It's not good. I'm stashing the fabric. And the thing is, if I pop my clogs tomorrow, who's going to get rid of all this stuff that's in here? My husband will just say, bid it all, bid it all. Which, by the way, I got this pattern the other day, because I have got some grey, can you hear our little blackies here? The white one's asleep under my table. The black one, if I let her in, she'll come in, wander around, take one look and see that the white one's there and want to get out again. Anyway, I saw this, and I've got some grey fabric that I bought to make one of these for my husband. And I like the pattern. I thought it was quite nice. The one that I like, if I made him one, would probably be it would be one without a hood. He's not bothered about hoods, so it would be probably this kind of thing, where it's got the zip up, it just zips up and it has a high stand collar. I think that's the one that he'd probably like. And I was saying that I wouldn't mind another gilet. Now whether that is the that looks a bit baggy on her, but having said that, it won't look baggy on me with my bust. So I quite like that. I got it. It's an American one, but I think it was Minerva Crafts were selling it, and it was quite cheap. I can't remember how much it was. It's $16.25 here. I think it was something like £5. Now £5 to you Americans is a lot, but to us in the UK, that's very good. So I might make, it's some grey fabric that I've got for him. Grey fleece or grey jersey, I think it is. I might just make that for him. So that's about it. That rounds it up for me. Till the next time, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.